Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Gabby. So happy new year. I hope you guys all had a great holiday no matter what it is that you celebrate. We're all glad that 2020 is over and hopefully 2021 will be better than last year. So today's video I'm just going to talk about just some few simple tips so we can make small changes to make 2021 a healthier and happier year. And this isn't like a glow up video, but these are things that are like going to just lead to the self-improvement that we call a glow up all over YouTube. So it's pretty basic that like we as humans are creatures of habit. We need routine, and it just helps us keep a clear mind and it helps us reach our goals. So I honestly recommend having a routine for morning, for night, for like before you go to work, when you get home, just like everything around your day, because it's not going to be boring. It's just going to kind of keep you on track for whatever it is that you want to accomplish this year. So like I said, planning and goals, it's really good to write them out. I'm trying to this year plan out my days, especially because as a business owner, they can get pretty hectic with like meetings being moved around and things like that. And I have been doing that full time recently. So it's just good to write everything down so that you have it on paper. You don't have to keep it in your head. You don't have to worry about it. It's already there. And another good thing to help you with your goals is to, like I said, make small steps to get there, and make things like a dream board or like a goal journal where you can write things, put pictures, and just really like customize it to show yourself what it is that you want out of life and what you want to be. So I'm gonna kind of like start with basic easy thing. So when you wake up, drink water. Doesn't matter like how much water, drink like a glass, half a glass, however much you feel comfortable drinking, because not everyone's like hungry or anything in the morning either. So throughout the day you should drink half of your body weight in ounces, and I really recommend, I don't have it over here, but I recommend investing in an insulated water bottle, because if you're drinking enough water throughout the day, every day, that's going to be a lot of disposable plastic bottles, and as everyone knows by now, they're really harmful to our planet. So it's just going to be better to not be contributing so much plastic to our dumps. And there's a lot of benefits to drinking water, but one of the benefits of drinking water in the morning is that it is going to help flush out your system and get everything going. Your digestion will be on better track, and it gets you a jump start on the day so that throughout the day you already have that habit set up of drinking water. Like I said, half your body weight in ounces. If you are an athlete or just an active person, you will most likely need more water. Like for example, I drink about 80 ounces a day, but I'm not 160 pounds. I just am more active, so I need more water. And another good benefit of drinking water, besides it helping your skin, your hair, and like all the things that we know it to be helpful for, is that you're gonna have other better things to focus on, even if it's something small, like just, oh, I have to go away, go to the bathroom, fill my bottle, I need my next meal. It's gonna help you set up the day where you're worried about the things that you need to worry about, which is your basic survival, you know? So another important thing is for your food. You know, you shouldn't just wait until you're starving and eat fast food at 3 in the afternoon. Like, it's good to have scheduled meal times, and I'm not saying to have like the same meal every day at the same time, same portion. Some days we're more active, we need more food. Other days we just have certain cravings, things like that. So give yourself about like a spectrum of time. Like, I know that some people like to do intermittent fasting, but what works well for me, especially because for your blood glucose levels, supposed to eat about 3 to 4 hours apart. It's easy to just eat breakfast somewhere between 8 and 10, and then 3 to 4 hours later eat lunch, 3 to 4 hours after that eat dinner. And usually by that time I'll be done eating, because I tend to be full, because I like having 3 normal sized portion meals. But like I said, some people tend to have like 5 smaller meals or 2 bigger meals, or there's even that OMAD diet where you eat one big meal a day. So just space it out for what works best for you and what works best for your digestion. And it's not only that, but kind of have a spectrum of calories for each meal so that you know exactly how much energy you're putting in your body, because food honestly is fuel. And like, even though it's really good to have foods that you enjoy, especially to make it more palatable so that it's easier to get the nutrients in your body that is necessary to get in, it's just good to kind of understand exactly how much so that you're not overeating or undereating, because they're both just as bad as the other. And most likely more important than calories is even the quality of your food. So make sure that you're eating good sources of lean protein, sources of fiber-rich grains, carbs, starchy carbs, and lots of fruits and vegetables. For that, a good rule of thumb to make sure you're getting all of your vitamins and minerals is to just eat the rainbow. The colors of fruits and vegetables have a lot to do with the content, the mineral and vitamin content of them, and that has to do with the pigmentation. Also, don't be afraid of fats. Like, I know there's stigma between fats, carbs, there's the keto, there's the no oil vegan diet, there's both ends. So when I mean balance, I mean include a little bit of everything. Maybe you don't want to eat 2 potatoes or anything crazy, but it's normal to have like a potato with a little bit of butter, chicken cooked in olive oil, and some steamed broccoli. That's a pretty healthy meal. Something good to keep in mind with your fats is, again, the quality of your fats, because that's really important, and the same with your carbs. You want more natural with all of your foods, but especially with these, you want more natural, because we have a lot of refined carbs, we have a lot of saturated oils, and we have a lot of, surprisingly, sugar and sodium in our diet from these things. So it's just good to watch, and like I said again, good rule of thumb, not only just eat the rainbow, but eat foods that are very natural, something that you know came out of the ground or something. So, yeah, those are just easy things to keep in mind. Ask yourself, what is the content of these foods that I'm eating, and where did they come from? So it's nothing complicated. Another important thing is that you probably don't really need cheat meals. I know that like for holidays and things that's acceptable, but like having a weekly cheat meal is not really the best thing. I mean, I know that it can have a really detrimental effect on your relationship with food, because then you're kind of just like waiting for that day, you know, and then you end up splurging and binging on all of these unhealthy foods, when it's so much better to just incorporate some bad foods, which no food is really bad, it's just less nutritious than other options, but it's good to incorporate those in your meals. If you enjoy having some cheese on your eggs, or some chocolate chips in your oatmeal, or a little bit of ranch dressing on your salad, go for it. As long as you're still getting your fiber, your protein, your vitamins, your water, you'll be good. If your body gets what it needs, it can take care of itself, okay? Another important thing for your meals is supplementation. So it is hard to get all of the vitamins, the minerals, and sometimes even the protein that we need throughout the day. So another good thing is that you can always go ask your healthcare provider. You can get into contact with a personal trainer, or I recommend getting into contact with a registered dietitian, because they'll be able to give you the best and most specific advice for you personally. Really good advice for picking out like good quality supplements, obviously besides the non-GMO, vegan, vegetarian, those are all great, but that's just the label on the front. So the FDA actually does not have any oversight over supplements. So it's free market. Companies can claim whatever they want to claim, basically. Best thing to do is to read the back. If it's good ingredients, good quality ingredients, you should really be able to understand them, because it's going to be made of actual foods, not chemical names that you don't recognize. I personally take digestive enzymes, fish oils, aloe juice, and I take a vitamin from my own company. Well, these are all from my own company, but our best-selling product called Daily Essentials, which is a multivitamin, activated B complex, calcium plus, and our antioxidant OPC3 in one product. So that for me is all of my supplements, and then occasionally I take protein powder and I have been starting to add Mocha Tonics, another one of my products, into my diet, and I have found benefit. I have more like steady and increased energy throughout the day instead of a crash when I put it in my coffee. So it's been helping a lot, and I have been down 7 pounds consistently, and I'm just kind of staying there. So this is another reason why I'm setting these goals and recommending them to you, because this is what hopefully I'll be doing this year. So enough about food. If you're putting fuel in your body, what are you going to do with it? So exercise, activity, it's really good for your body, and it's not really a burden to have to exercise, because you don't have to do like a regimented weight workout. You could honestly just get in any joyful movement that you enjoy. Joyful movement. You know what I mean. Anything that you enjoy, whether that's running, swimming, dancing, yoga, weights, anything. Maybe you have a favorite sport that you like to do. Maybe you like to go on a hike with your dog. Make sure that you're getting at least half an hour to an hour of activity every day. And personally, I think that you should be strength training between 3 and 5 times a week. Strength training and mobility training as well are very important for just the function of our body, because you want to be able to avoid injury throughout just daily movement. And say anything were to happen where you need to, I don't know, there's moms lifting cars off of babies. You need to take care of your body so that it's strong enough to handle whatever it is that you need to get through. There's all kinds of different types, like I said, of exercise. And I think that you need to pick between 2 types. You need one kind of strength training, whether that is just body weight movements, or maybe you do enjoy weights, or maybe you like resistance bands, just some kind of strength and resistance training, and mobility training, because mobility training is really important for your form, because if you're doing compound movements like squats, you're very upright all the time, but if your body is not able to be limber and move in different ways, it's just a recipe for disaster. It makes it that much more easy to get a very serious injury that's going to put you out of the game. So, besides exercises for your bodies, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my whiteboard down here. Besides exercises for your body, there's also good things to do for your mind. So, good things to do for your mind, I personally really enjoy affirmations and like looking over your goals list. That's something that you should do almost every day. Not even almost every day, you should do that every day, maybe multiple times a day. It's really good to just keep in mind that you're human just like anyone else, and just like anyone else, we all make mistakes, we're not perfect, but that's something that we're working on, and it's going to keep you encouraged to keep working on it if you just remind yourself of that fact. Another thing I recommend is meditation. Meditation is just a really good way to kind of be alone with your thoughts, understand them, and not only just understand them, but work through them and whatever issues that it is that are going on up in your head. Because to have a healthy mind, you need to have a healthy body, and vice versa, because they do have a lot of effect on each other, and there's really no point in taking care of your body and looking great if you don't feel great about it, about yourself. Another really big thing for your brain isn't just what you put out of it and the ways that you communicate with yourself, but the ways that you allow others to communicate with you. So the content that you put into your brain. Social media has obviously blown up because of the popularity and all of the different varieties of apps that we have now. But besides that fact, it's also just that we have basically nothing else to do anymore. Well, nothing else to do. So there are other things to do, and even if you are choosing to go on social media, which, don't get me wrong, I do, it's just that you should limit who you follow, like the kinds of people that you follow. Do you follow people that make you feel bad about yourself, or people that inspire you to be better? Or do you follow people that spew hate, or people that provide you with information and entertainment? Not only that, but how long you're going and taking in this content, because you can't really control what it is that you're taking in. It's the internet. It's kind of a mixed bag. No matter what it is that you do to try to prevent seeing things that you don't want to see, you're still always going to. So it's good to just take a little bit less time so that you kind of just slim down the chances of how much of those harmful things that you're seeing and taking in. Another good thing besides that is activities that are like just fun things like hobbies. I really like to read. Right now I've been reading the Walking Dead comics, and I've been rereading The Hunger Games for the millionth time. I don't even know how long. But I'm also reading this, Think Positive book, because this is something that's going to help me grow as a person. So this 10 pages a day is very doable, and you will benefit from it. So, enough about your brain. It's also important to take care of yourself and your relationship with yourself and how you feel about yourself outwards. So besides working out, your body will naturally kind of appear not better but healthier, and you'll most likely feel more confident and more comfortable with yourself. But you also should take care of things like your skin, your hair, I don't know, pluck your eyebrows, trim your nails, things like that, because doing little acts of self-care, that's just showing yourself appreciation for all of the work that you put in throughout the day. And I'm making it a personal goal of mine to take at least maybe a couple hours a week to really do some self-care, whether that's taking care of my body with hair masks and face masks and body scrubs, or cleaning out my room to make sure that I have a clear mind. Another good thing with that is that you can do quick cleans every day. Like before you go to sleep, put a timer on your phone, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 or 20, depending on how crazy of a day you had. And then just clean up a little bit, because you'll feel so much better, especially when you wake up to a room that's not a mess, you know? So at the end of the day, sleep. We all go to sleep. The best way to set yourself up for the next day is to have a regular sleep schedule. I'm not saying you have to go to bed at 8 o'clock every day. That's unreasonable. But same thing with your meal timing. Just have a spectrum of what time it is that you go to sleep, whether like you wake up at 6 to go to work or 8. Just make sure that you set yourself about 7 to 9 hours, roughly 7 to 9 hours of a time period to sleep. So just know what time you should be in bed and relaxing. And during that time, that spectrum of time, and an hour before that, try not to be on your phone if you can help it. Try to read, or even if you want to watch TV, watch like a calming movie or something, a favorite TV show of yours, or even cartoons. I like to watch cartoons still. I like anime and things like that. So I just find that entertaining at the end of the day to kind of wind down and really relax and just forget and be ready to go to sleep. So if you're honestly worrying about all of these things, good, and that's going to help you be healthier and happier, because not only will you be taking care of yourself more and have a better relationship with yourself, but you're not going to have time to worry about all of the stupid and just little meaningless things, you know, random comments from people, or just something that you saw that made you feel bad about yourself. You're gonna avoid that a lot easier if you focus on yourself this year, which I highly recommend to you. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, subscribe, and down below comment your favorite tip, or maybe a new tip that you think I should have put in here, or maybe even your New Year's resolution that it is that you made. And I'm also gonna link my social media down below, and I highly recommend that you follow me on Instagram so that you can participate in the poll on my Instagram whether I should have my next video be my recommendations of a diet guide or a food guide. Not really a diet guide, because your diet is just what you eat, but my recommendations for a food guide, or would you rather have a full body workout and yoga routine? When I say yoga, I just mean basic stretching, things that are easy for you guys to follow along. So look in the description box down below, and I hope you liked it, and I hope it was helpful. Bye guys!